Hey, Sue, it's Bruce from Awesome Arcades. I'm going to read your email real quick, and then I'm going to answer your questions, and then I'll pick up the phone. I'm going to show you a couple things on my website, and then I'll send this over to you. So for a second now, I'm going to set the phone down just because I'm going to read your email, and we'll go from there. So it says, "Hey, Bruce, this machine is the fourth one on the first row of your website. Does it come with 60 games? I'm just double checking because I watched your YouTube help video, but there was a lot to remember. Another question, I don't remember using the trackball for Centipede when I played so many years ago, so I don't need to get one correct. Aren't they more of a preference? Also, when I go to order, I choose the 22-inch black cabinet and stools. Those are the extras I need for this one, correct? And then last, can you send me the cost on that? So when I get ready to order it, I order it correctly." Okay. Let me pull up my website. So first thing I just want to point out, you do not need the trackballs. So the trackballs were originally used on games like Centipede and Millipede. Those games will respond just fine with a trackball. With a joystick without the trackball. And so the only reason you would really get the trackballs is if you really liked those games, or you just like the idea of the nostalgia of being able to play with a trackball. But yeah, you definitely don't need it. Any game on the machine is going to play just fine with only the joysticks. And so they're definitely more of a preference. One of the things that some people like is when you add the trackballs, you also get an extra speaker and a stereo amplifier. So you get kind of an audio upgrade. With regard to the 22-inch monitor, I only have one black. I need to update the website. I have one black 22-inch cabinet left. And I have one cherry 22. When I say 22-inch, that's the size of the monitor that I'm referring to. So I just wanted to let you know the website says I have two. I only have one. With regard to the game card, so there are no game cards included with my cabinets. And that's what it says in the marketing video. When I'm talking about the game card, let me just kind of show you what I mean on my website. So I am clicking on to my YouTube link, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, just so you can kind of see. So this is a female part. This is the male part. Take that. That's how you plug it in. And then there's a monitor cable inside the cabinet. And that's how you plug the board in. So let me just show you on an actual cabinet. I happen to have one sitting here. So when you get it, the lid just opens up. It's on hinges like a car hood. Inside, there's this guy here. Remember the black line? Remember the notch? And then you've got the monitor cable. So that thing right there, there's two different game cards that are compatible with the cabinet. One has 60 games. That game board is about $45. The other one has 412 games. The 412 game board is about $120. Those you would need to buy separate. I do not include them. Most people end up buying them on Amazon because that's usually the most convenient place that people would get them. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So I just went to Amazon and I typed the words 60, 60, and then the word JAMMA, Jamma. Now, there are thousands of places that sell these game cards. You could buy them anywhere you want. The cheapest and fastest place usually most people find is on Amazon. For example, here's one that's $47 and it looks like it's got pretty fast delivery. Here's one that charges a little more, but the shipping is faster. It doesn't matter where you get it. It's going to be the same game board. And so whenever somebody buys from me, I have a video that shows you, it's basically what I just showed you, but it's a little more because it shows you how to plug in the card. And then if you want to put it on free play or make changes, for example, you can increase or decrease the difficulty and number of lives on some games if you want to. You don't have to. But so on my website, when you go to checkout, here's the arcade itself. So as you scroll down, there's a place to add to the shopping cart. You would need to choose your cabinet color. I think it said black. The joysticks, if you're going to get the 60 game card, you would want the 4 direction joysticks. That's an option here. If you want the bigger game card, or if you think you might upgrade at some point, you want to get the 8-way joysticks. These joysticks move diagonally. So like 90% of the games on the smaller game board don't need diagonal joysticks. If you're going to get the bigger game card, then a lot of the games require diagonal movement. So you'd want to get the 8-way joysticks. As far as the trim or the T-molding is concerned, I can show you a picture of what that looks like. So if you'll notice, this picture has a yellow pinstripe around it, around the ears, the lid, and the corners. That is called the trim or the T-molding. Here's an example of one that has pink T-molding. So the stock standard T-molding is black. For a fee, I can change that to really any color. There's like red, orange, green, purple, blue, chrome, gold, lots of different colors. If you wanted to see more pictures, click on the YouTube link on the top of my website, on the Google business link. If you click that right there, there are hundreds of customer submitted photos and you'll see every possible combination of options that I've ever done on there. There's like probably 500 photographs. So the trim, that's an option that you need to select. Top art, you would choose, if you like the fourth picture, this guy, that one has the arcade top. It just says arcade in the corners. You can kind of see it there. So again, back down to the shopping cart, you would choose the arcade top. And then for stools, it looked like you would express an interest in the chrome adjustable height stools. So cabinet color, you want black 22-inch. Joysticks, we're gonna say 4-direction if you're planning on buying that 60 game card. Trim, choose black for now. And then $11.85. Shipping is $400, so you would add shipping to that. It's actually $395. So $11.85 plus $400 is $15.85. Minus 5 would be $15.80 for the cost of the cabinet shipped to most destinations. There are some places on the East Coast that require additional funds, but if you're in Pennsylvania, probably not. It's usually like the Northeast. If you reply with your zip code, I could double check that. There are some places that are close to the Atlantic that just cost more because they're off the beaten path. Shipping companies charge like 40% more. If you're at one of those places, it's $100 more. And I don't really know until I run the shipping quote, but most places are not, do not cost more. Okay, hopefully that clears up any questions. Regarding the game card, I'll just say this. You know, some people say, oh, there's no games on the game. It's plug and play. You saw the video, it takes 5 seconds. And if you're concerned, some people say, well, you know, what if I get it and it doesn't work or something like that? I have 100% 5-star reviews, and you can read my reviews by clicking on my Google business link. All of these customers have purchased their own game card. I don't include game cards with any of my cabinets. It's simple to plug in. It takes 2 seconds. And yeah. Okay. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.